If you haven't noticed, the V-Rod muscle has not been in the garage for quite a bit, along with the N109R. And the reason for that is because I needed space when I was working on these Indian motorcycles. So now we're gonna bring the V-Rod home. So let's do it. And here we are. There's the 109. And here is the V-Rod. Being that the V-Rod's been sitting here for a minute, more than likely it won't start, but let's see what we can do. Got the key. I'm not sure, but it's definitely probably battery related. Now some of you are probably wondering, if I'm dealing with the battery, why don't I just lift the seat like on most motorcycles? Well, that's because the battery sits in front of the V-Rod at the top under the handlebars, and the fuel tank is under the seat. Check this out. Under the seat, there's the fuel pump, and we have this little guy right here. We're going to twist it, and it's going to come out. We should be able to get into the battery area. Oh, I hope this thing doesn't go off. They're just not liking this. Should come right off. I didn't bring all of my tools, so I'm gonna have to improvise some of these. This is the airbox cover, and each of these has to come off so you can get to the battery underneath. This last one right by the radiator fill should. Oops. So that comes off. And now we have access to the battery. Positive, negative. So now you can see that fuel pump, airbox. So everything that you think is the tank is actually the airbox and the battery, which helps with all the handling that this bike has. Even though the rake on this bike makes it super hard to deal with when you're in the curb, you kind of have to plan for it, but either way, it's a V-Rod. All right, so we're gonna try to use this Harbor Freight battery jump, see if we can jump the bike off and see if we can get it started. Here we go. All right, so we got positive, negative. I have no idea how this thing works. Hopefully it starts this bike. We're gonna see what it does. Still not hearing my fuel pump prime. Alright, I moved the ground to a non-painted piece of metal on the bike. It's been about 5 minutes. Let's see if we get a different this time. Oh, no, looks like it's about the same. Dude, it's not doing anything. Is it the battery or? Since we've tried to jump this thing off and it's not working, I'm gonna see if I can go get another battery for this key fob. The rule that that's not what the issue is, but at least we got the 109, so let's get on that. Well, both of my bikes are dead. I know you're gonna say it. Why aren't these bikes on trickle chargers? Well, the problem is there's no plugs in here, so I kind of just left them. But yeah. since that battery box was able to jump off the M109R, I'm gonna try one more time on the V-Rod because I tried it off camera and it clicked. So maybe walking away with the key fob and coming back to it may have, I guess, reset the security system, but let's see what we got. All right, now that we got both bikes started, it's time to get V-Rod muscle back home. Now that we got V-Rod home for the first time in a while, we're gonna wait for that battery to charge, and the next step is gonna be to wash it, paint correct it, polish it, and just give it a full detail. And we also got the battery from the M109R, so I can put that on charge so we don't run into that issue again. But if you have not seen my impressions video on my V-Rod muscle, you can click right here and watch that video. And for those of you that want to enter to win my V-Rod muscle, you can click right here and go to my website also and get entered to win that bike. But as always, thanks for listening to my story, and if you're subscribed, which I hope you are, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.